Hi, Mark here. Welcome to another Pork Pie Pilgrim. Today I want to go through accessing the patches and editing patches on my Katana Mark II Artist 100, and I want to basically access it using good old iPad or tablet or smartphone. Difficult, well, now impossible really, without some additional hardware. So let's go and look at how we do that, shall we? Okay, so how do we connect to the Katana amp to edit the patches? Currently I would use a laptop or a computer, and using a USB cable I'd connect into the amplifier, and then I would use Boss Tone Studio via the computer to edit the patches, save the patches, download patches, etc. But I actually want to use an iPad, and I cannot run Boss Tone Studio, especially for the artist, on an iPad. So you need to use something like Librarian, which is available from the App Store. Katana Librarian, just download it and set it all up, which is what I did, and try to connect it to the amp, and I struggled. Right, so basically I'd even try using a USB input that I've got for the iPad. So I've got this little adapter, and I'd connect that in. I'd connect USB, just the way I would a computer, and it just wasn't finding it. You just wouldn't see it. So it turns out that the only way to connect to the Katana is via Bluetooth. A couple of ways of doing it. One of them is the AirStep, which I think I will probably invest in at some point. And the other one is the CME WIDI U-Host. Got here. Little box with a magnet on the back that you can fix the magnet to the amp, and then that can stick that to the amp. Yeah, so what you need to then do is you need to download some WIDI software. Okay, so when you get it, there's a set of instructions telling you a website URL to go to, where you can then download the app for the WIDI device. Download it, and you will need to also power it. And to power it, there are two USB ports. The one on the right hand side is for power, and I use a standard Apple charger, so one for my MacBook or my iPad, and you can see here, so when you power it up you get a blue light, and then the software will find the device, and it'll connect. It will then also check whether there's any latest updates, and if there are any, it'll ask you to download them and install them. So basically a couple of things that you have to do to start with. So let's launch the Librarian. So let's see if we can connect to the amp. Oh, connection failed. Right, okay. So let's just check that we've got it installed on our device. So have we got it as a Bluetooth device? So I can see it there, not connected, so let's connect. So as I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so just remember, make sure that you've got your MIDI Bluetooth device connected. Now let's see if we can launch the amp in the Librarian. So first of all, let's just check, see that we can see the U-Host. There it is, with the U-Host, it's connected. Let's launch the amp, and there we go. Katana Artist Mark II connected. Okay, so what can we see? We can see all the patches. Now these are the patches that are available, and the channel that is loaded at the moment is at the top. You can see it says Clean 1, that's how I've named it. And then obviously I've got some patches I've downloaded. To do that you will need to import TSL files. So there's a number of groups, forums, you can just download patches from there. I'm going to do some more looking around, find out some more, but basically download a TSL file and then you import it into here, and then we can then load it onto the amp. Right, now I'm looking at the virtual GFAC, and you can see that you've got both banks, So bank A, bank B, top row and the middle row. So you've got all the patches available to you from one screen, and you can switch between them on your iPad. You can switch between them on your GFAC on the floor. But the interesting thing is also you can switch the loop in and out. So on the back of the amp I have, there is basically a loop in and a loop out, so that I could put an external chain on there and I could switch that chain on and off from the app. And at the moment I've got channel 1 on bank A loaded, which is I call clean. Pretty much what that is it's a clean amp with the volume of the amp basically maxed out, a slight bit of gain on it, so it starts to crunch up a little bit. So I also have a booster available to me, which I'm using the Tube Screamer emulation. Now look, see, I've just switched to the channel 2, which clean 2, or I can go to ACDC patch I've got loaded into channel 3, and I could do this via the pedal, or I can do it via the iPad, which is great. So this is all remote now, so I'm controlling the amp via Bluetooth, which is brilliant. So looking at the editor, so looking at the clean channel again, you've got all the standard features that you've got in the Boss Tone Studio. So you can adjust the gain and what have you. So like I said, I've got the volume maxed out on that. But again, like Tone Studio, as you'd expect, you'll be able to select which amp you want. There are a couple of extras on this that you don't get in Tone Studio. So you've got the after brown, you've then got natural, clean combo, stack crunch, high gain stack, power drive, which I think they're all legacy of some of the pedals, but it's nice so you've got more amps to choose from. As you can see, I've got a Tube Screamer as the booster loaded, and I've got a reverb, a spring reverb that is, and you can pretty much do everything, well, but what you'd expect, everything you do in Tone Studio, create your patches, your chains, etc. And then you basically add whatever effect you want and then save it. So let's make some changes, okay? And I will change the settings on the Tube Screamer perhaps, but you can, there you go. So we'll bring the dynamics down, and then we'll want to save that. So once we've made all the setting changes we want, we click the little icon on the top and we save the patch, and we can now rename that patch. So I'm going to call this Clean 1.5 and I'll save it. It's not loaded yet though. Okay, so to load it, you go to all your patches and you click on the 3 dots and you say write to amp, and which channel do I want to write to. So I'm now put it onto channel 1 on bank A, and that is now Clean 1.5, as you can see. So it is that easy, and it's all remote. So using an iPad, just have the WIDI connected and then connect the iPad to the Katana via Bluetooth. Launch the Librarian. You've got a whole host of control, and a lot more control than you have using Boss Tone Studio. If you've got any questions, yeah, just let me know in the comments. If you want to create a patch, I've got some ideas of patches I want to create, so maybe I should do that as another one, using Librarian to create new patches and store them. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments below. But again, thanks for watching, and till the next time, I'm Mark, this is Pork Pie Pilgrim, goodbye.